usually do this on Tuesday, but unfortunately, things, I had personal stuff that I had to do and whatnot. And tonight, we're going to be talking about the whole John Cena promo again this past Monday. And I felt again that his promos are not pretty much, bring it to the point. Why is he feuding with Cody Rhodes? Why he chose to turn on Cody Rhodes? And what does The Rock has to do with this? And the last two promos that this guy has had in the last 2 weeks, The Rock has not been mentioned at all. You know what I'm saying? And this week, of course, I believe they were in Scotland this week, and John Cena, I had to see the promo all over again because I wanted to get some points that he made um, in this promo on Monday. And one of them had me thinking, well, the first thing when he started talking about, about the spinner belt and whatnot, that people went after him because he decided to come with an idea and turn the WWE World Title into a spinner belt. Well, I was one of those fans that felt that the belt should have never been put in that situation where you took the WWE title, a title that's been around for 60 plus years, and you decided to make a mockery out of it and just have it spin, which in reality, it was, at that time people took it, but some people were not happy about it. I happened to be one of them that I wasn't happy about it. So I decided, you know, um, that, whatever. WWE was changing back then, and when Cena won the belt, WWE was the only thing out there besides TNA, and TNA was not doing what they usually do. Well, they haven't done it in God knows how long, but people weren't happy. But the title, just the toy itself, it got a lot of how you call it, a lot of money made because the way the title, for the kids at that time, whatever. So that was one of the stuff that he talked about the scene, the belt. But now it looks like WWE is taking a storyline from 2012, and I'm gonna tell you why I'm saying 2012. One of them was this whole thing when he said, "I'm gonna retire and leave with the WWE title." The first thing that came into my mind was, wow, they're doing a CM Punk type of thing. Remember in 2012, CM Punk and John Cena had this wrestling match back in Chicago in 2012, and Cena ended up losing the belt to CM Punk, and CM Punk supposedly at that time the storyline was that his contract was done and he was leaving with the WWE title, going home with it. So when I heard that on Monday about how Cena said, "I'm going to retire, I'm taking the title with me," the first thing that came into my mind was WWE is pulling a 13-year-old storyline now into WrestleMania 41. Then he said that um, something about, you know, uh, he's gonna break the record. 17 years old. He said something about he's 17-time world champion. He mentioned something about the wool, the Ric Flairs, and all that stuff. And the thing that came into my head was like, okay, you still have not talked about why was the reason for you turning on Cody Rhodes at the Elimination Chamber. We're still wondering what is, because to me, these last two promo has not proved the point. The Rock has not come out at all. And we don't know, after it's been over a month, we still don't know what's the story behind it. And again, Cody Rhodes comes out and he challenges John Cena and he puts the belt on the floor, they're making a line for it for him to, and still Cena and Rhodes has not gone after each other. I don't understand it. I don't know why, but to me, it's to me he pretty much gave the outcome of this match, and I'm gonna tell you why. The fact that he's talking about he's taking the title and he's gonna damage and he's gonna mess up pro wrestling, because that's what he said. I'm gonna mess up pro wrestling. I'm gonna mess up wrestling because he's gonna take the belt home. He's gonna retire with the belt. Blah blah blah. So to me, is WWE gonna go with that storyline with him beating Cody Rhodes and now he's gonna go home and retire. No, he pretty much, I think, honestly, I think pretty much he spoiled the outcome. He's telling you right then and there that he's not winning the belt at WrestleMania. He may win the belt at probably Backlash, but he's not winning the belt at WrestleMania. He pretty much gave you the outcome. Now, people may think I'm going crazy. People may think, oh, you just make it up story. Think about it. I want you to think about it real hard. During this whole promo he had this past Monday, he's still taking shot at the fans and whatnot, and he brought up about the damn spinner belt and how people didn't like his idea. So now he has this new idea, and this new idea is, I'm gonna beat Cody Rhodes, I'm gonna take the belt, and I'm gonna go home. So is WWE really gonna go with that storyline? He's gonna go home, and then are we having an AEW situation? Not to take shot at AEW where the belt hasn't been seen for months. Is this where we're going with again? You know, and if they are, now that shows you that they're taking a part of a storyline that AEW is doing, and that's not showing up the belt at all on TV. And that's not a good look for any promotion. I don't care what it is. Any promotion that don't show the world title on TV or anywhere, in any other programming, is a problem. So is WWE going to go that route where Cena is going to win the belt, he's going to go home, retire, and don't bring that belt back? It doesn't make no sense to me. So for him to even say that, I don't know who's writing these promos, but this last promo he had was a little more better than the first one, but it's still not. I feel like he's shooting the ball, but the ball is not falling in the basket because he's still not explaining why he turned on Cody Rhodes. You know, and it's bad enough that WrestleMania this year doesn't have the luster that it had last year. This year's been like, you know, the only thing that I'm interested in is on the Seth Rollins, CM Punk, and Roman Reigns, because that storyline looks like it's gonna go further, because I feel that CM Punk and Paul Heyman are gonna turn on Roman Reigns. So actually, Paul Heyman is gonna turn on Roman Reigns. I did a video about that. If you guys want to check it out, and I gives you a feedback on what I think. You know, that I did that on Sunday. What I think is gonna happen at WrestleMania as far as that storyline, but this Cody Rhodes thing and John Cena, I mean, it's not as doesn't have that intriguing, like, yo, I gotta see this. No, because it's not bringing anything home as far. What's the point? Why did he attack Cody Rhodes? All we've seen twice is Cody come out, throw the belt on the ring, and they haven't done no fist to cuff. So, I will say this again. I said this a couple of weeks ago. I think I said this last week. So Cody get his ass whooped at the Elimination Chamber, and yet he hasn't. I think he came out the following week with a promo, whatever the case, and he still haven't put his hand on John Cena. Why is that? Why is that? Do they feel that if Cody, let's say, jumps on John Cena's gonna run like the heel, whatever, is that gonna mess up the situation? Or WWE has something planned that we don't know about? It still doesn't make sense to me, for the simple fact that The Rock has not come out since, since Elimination Chamber. Even though he said he doesn't need to be in the storyline, he don't need to wrestle in the storyline. Anything is possible. But my question again, is The Rock coming out in WrestleMania 41 and costing, Cody Rhodes the belt, and then him and Cody go at it at Backlash? You know what I'm saying? Perfect title for pay-per-view, Backlash. You know what I'm saying? Could that happen? And then if Cena wins the belt, is he really gonna go home? Or we're gonna see something different? He keeps saying that he's not gonna change his look. He's not gonna change his music, his look, the entry. He's not doing none of that. So that's still out there, to be thought about, whether he is going to change, whatever. There's a lot of pictures out there. John Cena with no hair, with dark glasses. But again, I still say that he gave the outcome. That he just spoiled the outcome for WrestleMania 41 by saying, I'm retiring and I'm taking the belt home. That sounds like a 2012, John Cena, CM Punk move. Because that's what happened. You know, Punk left with the belt, and WWE had no chance but to put the belt up in a tournament where Mysterio lost to John Cena. Cena had one belt. CM Punk had his belt. And then there was some type of, you know, a match where they had to unify the belts. So are we gonna see that? Because it looks. This is what. To me, I feel like if they are doing that, that's lazy booking. They are. So, and Triple H is not cooking as everybody thinks he's cooking. I think he's sizzling out because he's been putting a lot of work in there. So, you know, it's still like I said, did John Cena get spoiled outcome for WrestleMania 41 by saying I'm taking the belt home? Now, let me know what you guys think. Go into my comments, leave me a message or comment, and I will get back to you and give you my output on that. But this is what I'm thinking. There's two things that can happen before I leave here. Is Cena wins the belt, he takes the belt, he goes and retires, takes the belt, whatever, and they'll probably make a new world title, whatever. Or he loses the match to Cody at WrestleMania 41, but then gets a rematch at, you know, at Cody some way somehow. Or The Rock's gonna cost Cody Rhodes the belt and whatnot, and then Cena and The Rock go. I mean, not Cena and The Rock. Cody and The Rock go at it at Backlash because this was supposed to be the match this year because of what happened last year after the night after WrestleMania. So those are how I'm thinking right here, how I'm, you know, putting everything together. So I feel that, you know, I mean that's what I feel like. This is gonna happen. You know, either way, The Rock is gonna have to get involved some way or the other. He was in it at an Elimination Chamber and whatnot. And Travis Scott, is he gonna come out with The Rock? And I mean, we don't know. Anything can happen. So let me know what you guys think. And again, guys, if you want to follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and the X and whatnot. Also follow me on YouTube, the Chokeslam Wrestling Report. Of course, that's where we at right now, the YouTube channel. Follow me. Check out all the contents I have there. Like I said, I did a video, a podcast on Sunday about Paul Heyman maybe turning on Roman Reigns, possibility on that. So check out the content I got on my channel. I would really gladly appreciate. Also, if you guys want to support the channel, I also got apparels, which is the shirts. You can see the shirt. I got hats. Also, I got hoodies, other shirts included with different stuff on it. So you go to tcwr.veryinkpressive.com. That's tcwr.veryinkpressive.com. Check it out. Also, I'm on TikTok. So you guys, again, let me know what you think. Leave me your comments, and I'll get back to you guys as soon as possible. I'm glad. I hope you enjoy the podcast and share this podcast with your friends and whatnot. I'll see you this weekend with more of the Chokeslam Wrestling Report.